Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to the Thaumaturge. And in the last episode, guys, we arrived here at the family home. We were able to explore a little bit, have a toast with our uncle, and just kind of get more of an idea as to the family dynamic here that Wiktor has tried so hard to avoid, it seems. Definitely can understand it. And now it's time to go ahead and read the will. Let's see what happens here.
Mr. Shulsky, it is late enough already. May we begin?
Yes, let his will be done. Begin.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity, Amen.
Yeah, let's be patient.
Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia Shulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following: my collection of muskets and 2 revolvers dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement. Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Wiktor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
Wait. Okay, let's wait. We haven't heard all of it.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Wiktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
That's not good.
Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
Yeah, I remember the dream.
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then,
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion,
but why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
Whew. I don't know. None of those seem particularly good for the kind of vibe. But
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
he didn't suffer much ago, I guess.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitas, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Abauritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Yeah, let's ask about all these folks.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, but he just showed up and was kind of eerie in what he would say at the funeral.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
She's already kind of getting used to the fact that she's in charge of everything.
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
And a hangover to nurse.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Man, her posture and everything was just sunken. Like, seemed so tired. Wouldn't surprise me if if we have a swerve, but... Ooh. Okay, Bob's got a hint for us. Let's go ahead and see what all this is. The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Tonight, SR. Message only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by a restrained fondness for the addressee. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that have seeped deep into the paper. A mysterious woman. Ah, Chopin. What have we got? Bob, hold on a moment. A wooden mask representing a salutor known as Shirel. The demonic countenance is clothed in hope that clung to it first and satisfaction that soon followed. It seems that Father had plans for Shirel, which he eventually managed to fulfill. Suitcase. Leather suitcase bearing traces of many travels. Grains of desert sands from Father's trip to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching for what was hidden beyond the veil of reality. That's how Lovecraftian villains are made. Books on ancient cultures, books in hard leather bindings with many bookmarks. Father would pore over the yellowed pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? Alright. Be with you in one moment, Bob. I hope you guys don't mind that I call him Bob. It just kind of fits for me. More things. Collection of books on the occult. Pseudomonarchia Demonium. Yep, and the grimoires of historical occultists brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages, full of annotations in the margins, bear the marks of frequent reading. His heart beating with excitement, Father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. Father's search. Father's thoughts were recently occupied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He was looking for something. Hunting for salutors, exploring the mysteries of everything related to thaumaturgy. The only thing I still don't know is where it led him. And why Wiktor wasn't part of that. Be appointed. Yep. That is the will. Oh, we have 2 pieces of thaumaturgy points, so let's go ahead and develop that. Powerful mind, adrenaline rush. Increases inflicted damage by 50%. Whew. What do we want to put on that? Maybe. Have to figure out that as we move on. Bob is displeased. Charred letter. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Lygia, I'm begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my... Ooh. Okay. Something else is going on here. Alright, checking if anything new has popped up. It doesn't look like it. Alright. What do we got, Bob?
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
Good idea, Bob. Memory Horizon. Limited quest. Yeah, I'm down for that. I think that's everything here. Let's go down to the ground floor. Ooh. Hello?
Hello?
Ahoy, hoy.
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Wiktor? Wiktor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Wiktor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Yeah, just...
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Wiktor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Powoskoska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powoskoska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
That was kind of cute. Taming Darkness. Okay, that's to head out. Ooh. More hot chocolate. Come on now. Serious business. Do you know the secret to time travel? It requires but one sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Lygia is reading a book in front of the fireplace and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day, and then everything goes to hell. Kind of reminds me of the little flashbacks you would get between levels in Braid.
Master Wiktor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
You know what? Time travel.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Lygia is really struggling with everything.
Lygia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she's started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
Hopefully not too much.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crushed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death, sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
She knows what's up.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
I say, everyone needs someone like that in their lives. Super caretaker. Okay, so... Oh, and there she is, smoking like a chimney.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
Ooh, you have changed attire.
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
Oh, no judgment here.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best tie in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want.
His family has
Anything else you want to talk about?
a over-dependence on cocoa.
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
I mean, it is one of those things that he may want to be involved with the family again, now that dear old dad has...
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, we'll remember that.
The smell
Yeah.
doesn't bother you.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
Her comment about the tobacco, I can completely understand. My mom used to go to these paint parties with a lot of her friends, and they would all paint together in this big garage, and all of them smoked except for her, and she'd come home smelling of cigarette smoke on her clothes, like old-time cigarettes, not like the stuff they have now. And I always attribute that smell to childhood, because like she always smelled like cigarettes when she came home.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Who is she? And what did Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
Ah.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the crème de la crème of Warsaw.
What's a soiree?
How long did you say you lived with Mother in Paris? Just a party, if you like. Do you know what that is?
Very funny.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
At least third
There's
generation.
a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
I like his look, though. Visit a barber. Alright, well. That's something. Alright. Oh, check the garden real quick, just because we didn't have anything there before. Hello. Excuse me, Bilbo Baggins? We about to have a scrap?
Are you lost?
Fuck. I'll try to be a hero, and it'll be all right. You're outnumbered.
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
Call the rest. We got one with a death wish.
Alright. Here we go. Improve Thaumaturge? Yeah, I like that they give you the option. Let's start the fight. Oh. Anyone? I think we're good. Why do these burglars have so much focus? Ba-ba. Let's do that. And planned attack, quick attack. Hold wound. Oh, they had. I didn't even notice they had a trait. Good to know. Ow. Ooh, he could lower down focus. That's not good. Okay, quick attack to take him out. What about you? Okay, you're already done. Then to you. Let's get some health back. And see if we can interrupt. Nice. Oh, we actually have a DPS problem. Suffering? No. Oh, shirtless man. Okay. not good stealth work. Requires Dimension Force Steed 4. Alright. Deed. Let's go with that. Right? Resistance. I think we're good either way. Faster the skill speed. And just do that. There you go, Cuddles. Oh, that didn't do much. That may have been a that might be a problem. Okay, well, that gets through his DPS at least. Oh, you don't have hardly any focus. Do you? Hold on. Remove all negative states. Huh. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and focus on this guy then. And attack. So tanky. And that should... Down he goes. Alright, now we're in good shape. So let's do... that, and I'll go for the punch. Almost about to lose my focus. But it doesn't matter. He's done. Right in the breadbasket.
Get off my lawn.
He's like, what?
Wiktor? I heard a noise. Are you alright?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
See, already we're protecting the homestead. Alright guys, well we've got quite a few quests that have opened up to us. We're going to have to visit a barber, go to the tailor, attend a soiree, and more importantly, try and find out where this grimoire went and how Dad died. But we will go ahead and do that, hopefully in the next episode. I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.